right, yo, welcome to the night shift. This is episode 1. I got the one and only SGT.B
What's
in
up
the
with it?
building. How
Yeah,
you feeling today, my boy?
man, I'm feeling good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. I can't complain. Man, it's a blessing to have you on here. This is a new series that I'm starting up. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a limit on how many I do. I'm not even going to try to call them episodes, but yeah, this is episode 1 for right now. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully many more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be the only one we do. When there's some stuff popping off, I need you to come and come talk to you.
Anytime.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need you to get it right for me. But for the people who don't know who you are, let them know who you are and where you from, man.
Yo, I'm Sergeant B, right here from Texarkana, Texas, ILO section, Grandview. Engineer, artist, songwriter, producer, manager, DJ, A&R, executive, young mogul.
Yeah.
You name it.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Musician, all that.
Come on, man. And so for a lot of people that don't really know you personally, how did you kind of get into the music thing? And like, what was really your inspiration for the getting into music really heavy?
I've always been around music, from just listening to it with my parents and stuff, just dancing at my dad kickback, my parents kickbacks, to being an usher at church and being a musician, to being in the band,
Okay.
playing drums, all that. Like that's what really got me into music.
Right.
And everything just kept coming from one angle, from playing drums to making beats to rapping
Cool.
to DJing.
Come on, man. Okay, so you say you dance. Like, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
You used to dance back?
Yeah, I used to dance.
What type of dancing, though? Like, what they call it back in your day? What they
like,
call
you know, like all the
it? Like crunk? Yeah.
I couldn't crump.
Oh, you couldn't crump?
I couldn't crump, but I could
Okay.
do all the little slow grind.
What was so difficult about crunking?
I couldn't make my body move like that. I just couldn't.
I
was
understand.
I was the type. I was always doing like silly dances and stuff.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, I used to like to dance.
Okay,
It
okay.
kept me in shape too.
Okay. So, getting into the music game, what was one of your first quote unquote hits that you remember making and, you know, considering it a hit?
Well, when I was 14, we had a song called we repped that TK. It was something about like repping TK.
Okay,
Where
okay.
I stay. It was something like that.
It had no cussing, nothing like that, huh?
No, it didn't have no cussing. in it.
Okay.
Like they was playing it on KZRB for a few weeks.
Right.
So that was probably when I was 14. That song, we represent that TK.
Right. Hey, yeah. Okay, so was it a group? Was it just you individually? Was it
like it was me, but I had, you know, the group. I had TBR, of course. I had like
Right.
a little label.
Also, TBR has been around since
Yeah.
you were 14.
Yeah, really
Okay.
since before then. But like when I moved here, it was like TBR, everything.
Okay, so when did TBR establish? When was it like concrete? This is gonna be TBR, and we finna try to take this somewhere.
When I was in Atlanta, when I was living in Atlanta.
Okay.
I was in middle school.
Okay.
And I started a label called TBR.
Okay.
It was called Tight Beat Records because
Okay.
I was making beats.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, back then the term was, you know, it was tight. So
Yeah.
it was tight. So I was like Tight Beat Records, TBR.
Okay.
So like
Okay.
when we moved down here to Texarkana,
Right.
I just brought it down here, and that was like the name of my label, TBR. So I had like some artists at 14 and 15. And like that song, Every Day, well, that TK Where I Stay song, it was produced by Vel Hollywood.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
when we used to do music together when he was
That's-
doing R&B too. So
That's a
like,
legend right there.
Yeah, he produced my first hit.
Okay. It's just so-called, yeah, that's what I said,
so-called
quote-unquote, the
local
first,
hit,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Okay, so as far as like, there's a lot of artists that are down here in Texarkana and outside the area, you know, who are some of your favorites that you really are just like locked in right now and that you think could actually potentially make it to the next level? If there's anybody you could shine a light on real quick, is there somebody that you're just like, man, I'm really enjoying this person and I think they have the potential, if they were to put some effort into it a little more, they could actually make it to the next level?
Shoot, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of them I can name. Like, of course we know Smoothie.
Right.
Like, of course that's.
And we're going to get into that heavy. Yeah, we're going to get into that
You
heavy.
got TSC Big Red.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
You got Scrape Gang Marcos.
Right.
Big Hard. even the young niggas, Lagoon,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
turned up.
yeah. I don't know if he, is it. I don't know what he said.
TB
Just
Goon.
Goon. TB Goon. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
TB Goon.
Yeah.
Baby Sniper.
Baby Sniper. Okay.
He hard. Really, they whole like group 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Lil Quay.
Okay.
Yeah. That,
So they really got that.
Turned,
they got that little group going. I like that. I like that.
That's on the rap side. Like R&B wise, like all them hard.
He said,
All them hard.
we don't work
like,
with too many.
Like Des Nicole, Young
Right.
Tim Yayo, Mr. Pete, E Money.
And that's a mixture of female and males, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
83, he hard.
Right.
There's so many to name. Like if I don't name y'all, don't get to post no statuses, cause
right.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
We ain't got time for that.
I understand.
But yeah, it's really like everybody I work with, but like the main ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you talked about Smoothie and everything like that. Like I said, we're gonna get into that heavy, and we might as well get into it.
Okay.
I've always been intrigued on y'all's relationship and how y'all work and how y'all have consistently stayed together for years and years and years. How did y'all end up linking up? What was like the first time you ever met this guy and was just like, yeah, I think we can do something?
I met Smoothie in the back in my first studio behind my mom's crib. I was working with YFT, and PJ was one of my artists at the time.
Okay.
And he had a feature. He like, I'm bringing this guy named Smoothie. He played football. I said, yeah, I seen him play football before.
Right.
I said, he rap? He like, yeah, he hard. I said, okay, bet. So he brought him in, and Smoothie did the feature like quick.
Oh, okay.
You know, he came in and did the feature quick. I'm like, all right, cool. So that was 1 year. And then a couple months later, I had a new studio, which is my old studio, the one on Lake Drive.
Right.
And so what happened was Smoothie booked the first session ever at that studio.
Right.
The first day I opened, it was April 1st or April 2nd, 2013. And Smoothie booked the first session and recorded the first song ever in there. Then, like a week later, he recorded the first ever video in there.
Okay.
And then, like, Smoothie, he just kept, like, coming.
Right.
He just kept booking sessions.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just showing the consistency of hard work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then, like, when he would come home from school, he would always hit my line and be like, Sarge, what you got going? Where you at? I'll be like, I'm traveling here. Pull up on me.
Right.
So Smoothie, if he don't get in the car with me, like, he gonna trail me just to help me with my equipment.
Right.
So I would tell him, I'm like, bring your product. So he'll bring like his CDs and Professor Vanessa tapes.
Yeah.
He'll bring them.
Yeah.
And I'm helping him.
I remember y'all being all them pop truck tapes too with MC. Look.
Putting them on them pop trunks. Like, we everywhere passing them tapes out. Like, Smoothie, he was going, like, if he was in town, and I was out of town somewhere, he would pull up or he would jump in the car with me.
Right.
And he would like help me with my equipment and stuff. And that's all I asked, like,
just come help. Show me that you wanna, do this. Right. So, like, more than just being inside the booth. I understand that. I like that. I like that.
We were just always working.
And y'all just been together.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really not as he's your artist. He's more as family now too.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's really healthy in a lot of relationships, especially the years that y'all are going through now, because it's almost there. You know what I'm saying? It's destined to be. It's just it take one. That's all it does. And I feel like he's already, to me, there. You know what I'm saying? He's just really waiting for that big break. Y'all waiting for that. Give me that check. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Give me that check. Get us what we've been working for. But I think in order to get there, and when you get that check, it's healthy for what y'all have built so already. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get lost in, oh, well, this is still a business. Yes, it is. But you have to have people that you can trust and be loyal to when it's not a business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that we have to be able to not agree on everything, but we have to be understanding and understand who this person is outside of the business. Personally, who their family is, who their kids are, who their baby mama is. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that you got to actually know this person more than just the business. And that's kind of getting into my next thing. I've always heard, you talked about artist development. You said that you actually are thinking about getting back into it. I kind of peeped on social media. What is artist development like with Sergeant B, with TBR in general? What is that like?
Working your ass off. And I mean, like, rehearsing.
Right,
like,
right.
Everybody knows, like, if you done work with me and we done, like, rehearse, like, you know how I rehearse.
Right.
Really just big on just being able to go out and answer questions and
Right.
not look stupid and sound stupid. Going out performing and not just being born, like, really earning your money, like,
Right.
you know, performing, putting on the show.
Being worth able,
Yeah. Being a brand, learning how to be a brand.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
labels can invest in you.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to help.
Because it's more than just the music.
Yeah, it's way more. It's
Way more.
The music really just real small.
You got to be able to walk into a room and your presence outweighs everything that's going on in the room.
It got it, like, let's say it's probably, like, 500 people.
Right.
I got to be able to notice you from afar out of the 500 people.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not just with you being out and being energized, being wild, but it's also, like you said, it's how you carry yourself. And then when the opportunity presents yourself, how do you take the opportunity? Like you said, you and Smoothie, I was always like, hey, bring your stuff, be ready. You may get on the mic or something, be ready. Because they gonna want to know, hey, where can I get your music? Here go a CD right here.
And
Matter
then,
of
like,
fact,
sometimes, like, when I'm DJing, like, when I used to DJ them parties, like,
Right.
I'll play instrumental, and Smoothie will just jump on the mic. And
Right.
we'll just start going back and forth,
Yeah.
freestyling.
Yeah.
So now people looking like, who is this a light skinned
Right,
dude going
right.
to freestyling?
Come on,
So
man.
now, after the party, we got tapes to. Well, not
Cool.
tapes, but, we got
CDs, yeah.
That's when CDs was still ready.
Man, we called them tapes.
Yeah.
Look,
So,
we
yeah,
called them tapes in the
we was
South.
still- we was passing those out.
Right,
And,
right.
Like, he was going everywhere, like, by himself, passing
Yeah.
out by himself. Then so
He just really showed you that he wanted this shit. It wasn't just something that
And
he
he
was
still
just trying
want
to.
it.
Oh yeah,
He still
Oh
want
yeah,
it.
yeah. I can't wait. I know he's been cooking, and I like how he hasn't rushed it. As I think what he did when I was younger, because I was on Smoothie way younger. He was in before I was even in high school. He was on Smoothie, and I think back then he was kind of just applying a lot of pressure because he had to. Now he's submitted, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the quality with him. And it's always been great quality. I'm not trying to say that, but you can also tell when an artist has started somewhere with a sound and the sound has progressed over years and years. That's always good to hear.
the thing about him, he applied, like, his football training to, like, music. So, like, the way he was the way he was, like, in that gym
Right.
and working out all the time, he just applied that to the studio.
Right.
So it was a point where, like, Smoothie was in the studio every day,
Hungry.
like, every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, because a lot of these artists, they get caught in, oh, I made it. I got the sound. They never really work on just seeing if they can create something new. Especially, I'll use Post Malone as a good artist. He came in with a sound that, it was cool. Too Young, White Iverson, those are cool. But the sound that he's on now is where I like to see where artists is. You don't have to do a whole 360 like he did by any means. But just being able to know that you have versatility and what you can do with your style is what I've always loved from Smoothie. When he did his song to his daughter, Bam, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs where I said, ooh, I said, yeah. He definitely showed us his lovey-dovey side, you know what I'm saying? And not like to a female. We know he gonna love the females, but he actually kind of pulled us in and was like, nah, I got this side of me too. So I like that. I like when y'all did that. And the way that y'all do it too, how y'all plan out the videos, and it's never a project with no videos. I see a lot of artists out here that, do music, and let me ask you this, being from an engineer, producer, promoter, A&R, does it kill you to see a lot of people call themselves artists and say that they're doing these shows but have really no content to kind of like go look at? And that doesn't mean music videos, but not even a simple 30-second reel of you sitting down and rapping a song. Do you think that more artists need to do that, or can they still get by just by pushing out the song?
I think they need, like, a lot of content now.
Yeah,
like,
in today's age.
Yeah, that's why I keep seeing, like, content. Like, even I'm out here posting content.
Right,
Showing little stuff here and there. It just you gotta like show your brand now. Everything on sale right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about showing your brand.
I love how you said that. Everything on sale right now.
Everything on sale right now. Everything is on sale.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's all about just branding yourself, showing your product, showing what you have to offer, showing what you bring to the table, showing your value.
Right. Getting off the artist side of things, I want to talk about some DJ, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
You know, I'm a DJ myself.
Yep,
you know,
yep,
and you're one of the first people down here that actually kind of took me in and was like, yeah, come do something with me. You know, let me show you a little something, and I always appreciate you for that. You know,
Appreciate
and I kind of just wanted to know, when did you make that transition into DJing? When you kind of was like, okay, because it sounds like you were an artist, then a producer. When did DJ kind of get into the mix for you?
I was DJing house parties in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was DJing.
What equipment you had back then? What turntables you was spinning on?
It wasn't no turntables. I had 2 CD players.
Oh, okay.
And I had a receiver.
Okay.
Like the stereo receiver.
Right.
And then I had a lot of house speakers.
Okay. Gotta make it do what it do. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I was the person who made all the mixed CDs for
Right,
people. I was selling the mixed CDs in high school.
Wow.
So
they definitely wasn't getting what SARS give them now.
But
they was getting a whole different experience. I can only imagine, man. That's crazy.
It used to be lit. I used to have them house parties lit. 'Cause I used to throw my own house parties.
Right.
Like at the house, like in the backyard type stuff. So yeah.
What's the wildest house party story you can tell me right now that you remember? That ain't gonna get nobody in trouble.
It wasn't my house party.
Okay.
But it was a mansion party in Leary.
Oh
it was 2014, 2013. It was a mansion party in Leary.
A mansion party too. Ooh.
It was a mansion party. I'm thinking it's private. So
right.
When I pulled up, it was me and a few of my homeboys. Shout out to Jalen and Scooter. They was with me. So when we got there, they was all like, you know, call your people, you know, tell everybody. I'm like, I don't think you want my people here.
Right.
You know, they're like, nah, tell them all to come. So we send the word out. Mansion party out here in Leary. I don't know how. The post didn't go viral.
Right.
But
it traveled.
It traveled quick.
Right.
So next thing I know, it's like, it turned into a Project X type party. Like, it started from like a small party of 30 people to it was like 300-400 people out there.
I'm talking about all the schools, Hooks, Texas, 3G, everybody was there.
That party was so wild. I'm talking about fights broke out.
Oh, wow.
It's substances everywhere. It was just lit.
Yeah.
And I think the only footage I got from that party is on my Vine. So
that's old too.
Yeah, I need to sign into my Vine and screen record it or something, because that party was lit.
That party was lit. So did they have like an actual DJ, or was it somebody on their phone and shit like that?
No, I was DJ.
You DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was booked.
So did they get shut down? Like, did anything bad? Like, did they ended up like...
Some fights broke out.
That was about it?
Yeah.
And they controlled that shit? They was like, hey, all right, they cool. You like, really?
Yeah, cause it was like, it was just everything was going on.
At
like,
once, yeah.
It was
something over here, something over there.
Yeah, like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you was at that party, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
The party in Leary. That's all I gotta say. And I think it was like 2013.
It's like, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. That party was wild.
Cool, man. Yeah. So we got a lot of DJs that are in town that are, you know, great DJs as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I've, you know, messaged you and tried to get us together and do, you know, like, not a battle or anything, but just a scratch off, kind of everybody show their thing. And you said it personally. I'm not going against nobody from TK. And I respect it. I
will, but it's like every time we set it up, it'll be official to the last minute. Everyone got something to do. And then it's like I end up, it'll just be me and my cousin going against each other. Me and Jewel, DJ Ray G. Like, it'll be us two going against each other like always. It ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, still,
nobody want to do that every time.
Yeah.
If you had to pick somebody that's out there right now that's popping in the DJ game, who would you call out and go against? If you could.
Anyone of them.
Anyone of them? I'm not even going to say no names.
I done tried.
Anybody can get it.
I done tried.
He said, I didn't try.
I tried.
I
I tried, but everybody's scared.
Hey, I understand.
Everybody's scared because I'm like, shoot, we can do a big party.
Right.
Just me and the other DJ.
Right.
We can do a big party.
Right.
Me versus him.
Me versus him over there, yeah.
That'll be the headline.
Right.
And I guarantee you, like, the whole city be shut down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, get the venue right, get it, man. Yeah.
The whole city is shut down.
Yeah.
I'm like, but
right, right.
It
So,
don't even gotta be a battle. It can be 30 minutes, you go, 30 minutes, I go.
right. Hey, I heard that.
And it'll be lit.
It's just something simple. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But let's piggyback off into some Texarkana real quick. So a couple of years ago, we had our own award show. You know, the Architects Honors and things like that.
Yeah.
I was nominated. A lot of people were nominated. I'm gonna be very fucking honest because it's the night shift and it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people should have been getting nominated and winning for some things that they won. You know, especially for it to be held in our city, of all places they could have held the Architects Honors.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like it was a little bit more of a setup. And I know that you never even went to any of them. You was like, I'm good. I appreciate y'all, but I'm good.
Yeah.
What was kind of your take on it? Why did you feel like it was just like not something Sarge wanted to be a part of at that time?
I just didn't have no take on it. And I just felt like it was just a lot of cheating.
Right.
A lot of, oh, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, next year it's your turn to win.
Right.
It's your turn to win.
Yeah, like I said, the setup kind of.
Yeah, and I was like, I see what's going on.
Right.
And but thing is, I never talk down on it.
Of course.
Everybody used to ask me like, why y'all not part of it? I'm like,
Right.
that's just not something.
And that's why I had to kind of ask, because you know it's long gone. I don't think it'll ever come back.
Yeah.
You know, and I appreciate them for doing it. You know, even I think for people who got nominated,
it was a good look.
Yeah,
like
you know,
it was a
it
good
made people
look.
look good.
I just didn't want to be a part of it. And
Right.
then like I just hate the fact it was just people calling around, telling people, oh, Sarge trying to stop people from being a part of it. No.
Oh wow, I didn't know that was going on.
Man.
I didn't even know that was going
on.
So they was out here trying to get messy, huh?
Man.
Wow.
Calling around. It's Sarge. I know you cool with Sarge.
Wow.
Is he trying to influence you not to be part of the show? I'm sitting here like, I don't care.
I don't care about that.
I got so much other stuff going on. Like I really had so much going on around that time.
I know none of y'all took, none of your brothers or anybody took part. So it wasn't like a just solely you type thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it was. I feel like it was.
Yeah,
more
I didn't influence them.
It was just an individual type. Hey, this how we feel, and it is what it is.
I'm sitting here like we over here on Billboard charts.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Potentially Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I gotta be compared to somebody who just started yesterday, because we in the same field.
Right.
I just feel like that was kind of disrespectful.
Of course.
And
even me being there, I'm like, dang. I'm like, you know, at the time where I was new, fresh meat, and I felt like I appreciated them for even taking the, you know, I had told everybody, I was like, look, I appreciate being nominated. It's cool, but I know I'm not winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go, I'll see, I'll hear my name be called. It was, to me, I felt like they were trying to make an experience for people who really wouldn't get the light shined on them. But you got to kind of be careful when you do things like that, because then you have people who have backlash and will do, you know, I've seen a lot of people that was talking shit. And
but that happens every award.
Of course.
Because I participated in the Best of the Best awards.
Okay.
It
when was that?
It was 2013.
Oh, okay.
2012.
So back in the day, okay.
It was at the Perot Theater.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And like that was an actual award show where they voted. They had like performances. I just felt like that was like more put together.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't I know you gonna win.
It was a community thing.
Yeah, like it wasn't well, it's your turn to win this year.
Right.
And next year it's gonna be that person's turn.
Right.
Nah, it was more like the actual best DJ won.
Right.
The actual best new artist won. The actual best beautician won. Like people's actually campaigning for it. Was fun.
Right.
Like it just
and my thing is, why am I having to compete against somebody who doesn't even live in my city? You know, I once I got to it, I'm losing to a gospel producer. You know, no offense to Chaz Holloway. Look, hey, no offense to him. I'll name drop him. I've worked with him before in the past. Appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Want to work some more, but there's no way that I should be on a list with a guy like, I mean, he's Tank's you know, his guitarist. I can't
compete with
you know what I'm saying? So it's like you see these names and you're just like, damn, You know, it's cool to have your name next to them, but then it's like, number one, I feel like there was a lot of too many people nominated into one category. You know, like you watch regular award shows, there's probably maybe 5 people that are actually nominated.
But I understand, like, you got like trophy calls, you got like
that too,
and all that. So I understand, but like, just don't make it like participation.
Right.
And like I said, it still was a good look. Like
it was
being able to honor your peers for something they're doing in their fields. That's cool, but just kind of like make sure the right people are picking the right candidates and not just looking for people who just doing it.
Right.
Like, make sure it's really like the best of the best, so people can have something to work towards for the next year. Instead of, oh, I do hair too. Oh, okay, I'm in the category. Oh, I do hair in the kitchen. Oh, okay, you in the category. I just started DJing yesterday. Oh, okay, you nominated for the best DJ. Like, that's not cool. That's all. Or just do like best new DJ. But like I say, I understand, like, cost. It's overhead.
It's cost,
You know what I'm saying? So I understand, like,
they gotta pay performers, they gotta pay lights, you know.
Yeah, and I understand you can't be there like all day,
right,
all night.
right.
I understand that.
Right.
I just felt like me being compared to like people that just started was kind of like
exactly. I feel you on that, and I appreciate you, opening up about it. I know you didn't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
I know you could have just said, I don't want to speak on it, but it's been some
care.
time now, you know what I'm saying, and I just feel like it was one of those moments in our history in Texarkana. We were all kind of just like, it happened, you know what I'm saying, like it happened. So okay,
but it just wasn't making sense though.
It wasn't, like, it really, again, you got all these people been in the game for years, going against, again, like you said, newcomers, and it's disrespectful to them even if they win, because it's like, but it's like, really, who did I win against? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel you on that. And again, I appreciate you talking about
I'm big on challenging people to be like their best in anything they got going.
Right.
Like, don't just have acid. Like do it to the full potential.
Right.
Like, if
you're gonna do it, go all out.
Yeah. Like, just because this girl popular, if she messing up people, her and stuff. Like,
you didn't see them bad reviews.
Come on.
Come on now.
Don't just have people who got controversy in there just so.
And I think a lot of times that's what it was, especially that second year. Because I went to the first one with the fellow guy that I used to work with, because he was nominated and I wasn't nominated, but it was at the Sullivan Arts Center, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't really, I'm be honest, should have had a better sound guy. Probably should have had you running the sound instead of trying to nominate you or something.
Oh, and I would have did it.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have sat back there and had some
chilled. Hey, come on. And then next year they did at the Perot Theater, and I was actually nominated for 2 awards that year. So I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's at the Perot. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. They had the red carpet. It seemed a little more like, all right, let's take it serious. But I could tell once the actual show started, it was like, oh, all the money went into the promo and the before. No, it felt like, respect to the guy who did it. It just kind of felt like all the money went to the bedazzled, let's make it look good, but no money was into the show. I mean, they opened the curtains. We were at it's a bare Perot stage. You know what I'm saying? You got a podium on the side.
Like I said, hey, that overhead.
And again, when you said that, I was like, that really kind of just.
That overhead.
Yeah, that money you start putting in the trophies, the promotion, and then the venue that you're at. I'm sure it takes the majority of what you want to do.
And like I said, it's hard to please everyone.
Oh, for sure.
I just didn't want to be part of it.
Oh, for sure.
That's all.
For sure. So again, we on the night shift. I get a little messy. We seen it, we ain't got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not name dropping him because he's not the only one who's done it. A lot of people have tried to put dirt on not just you, but studios and people who have been, I feel like, changing the narrative of Texarkana music. And how do I put this without like trying not to beat around the bush? What do you think about somebody saying that a studio is benefiting off of an artist and not the artist benefiting off the studio?
I'll say shut the hell up. Shit, I want to hear that shit. Nigga, it's always somebody who mad at me for something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make no sense.
Right. And, I took offense to it only because I've run studios.
You own studios.
And I've done my thing with
everybody who had a studio done provided services to the artists around here. And
I've never felt like I was entitled to once you left my studio, I felt like it was a pleasure or an option of mine to go and share it for my own benefit of needs for my business. You know, I think they take it as, oh, I'm working with this guy. Now we're a partner. We're supposed to. He's supposed to help me get to. I'm doing what I'm doing.
It's just with me, like
I'm giving you the quality that you need.
If you spending your hard-earned money with me,
right,
and we've been locked in for years and working for years, like we done developed a relationship. So of course, really anybody that record with me, like I take it personal because you're spending your hard-earned money with me. Like you're not getting nothing for free.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like you're spending your money with me.
Exactly. And so if you know them prices, you know them prices ain't cheap.
Then we in here working, we're in here vibing.
Now granted, and this is something I've always loved about your prices. They're cheap for our area.
Yeah.
You go somewhere else, these artists would have a fit. They would have a fit. They'd be like, that ain't what old boy charged back in my. Exactly.
The thing is, some of them will still go down there just
and
to get
pay that.
Just to pay that, get the pictures and all that, and then the studios don't care about them. None of that.
And you know what's crazy?
And then they'll take a hard drive up there.
Exactly. They make sure they got everything they need right when they go to this big old professional, whatever they want to call it.
And then I ask, bring your hard drive. Oh, he tripping.
Yeah, you supposed to keep my music. Yeah. Like, I told everybody, I don't know about your policies, but you got 30 days with Cam. After 30 days, you're liable to have your song gone if you ain't brought that hard drive. I can't keep music all day. I got plenty of hard drives, plenty of thumb drives, but again, it's not my responsibility.
Man, my hard drive crashed. My studio hard drive crashed like 2 years ago.
Oh.
So like it's artists thinking I done deleted their stuff and all that, and I'm like, nah, my hard drive crashed.
Right.
Which is y'all music anyway. It's y'all stuff. Like I can get it fixed for $3,500.
Right.
But I don't have an extra $3,500 to save y'all stuff. So it's like I was like, I can understand if 10 artists could contribute $300 or something.
Right.
I proposed that. Didn't nobody want to do none of that. I'm like, okay, well, it's still sitting here. Like if y'all want to put the money together, $3,500, I can get all y'all sessions back.
Right.
But if not, it's just gonna sit right here.
It's just gonna sit there. And I mean, that's understandable, because a lot of times they don't know the hard work that it took to keep that.
Yeah.
It's one person, one hard drive, and it's just like people lose their phones. People lose the remote to the TV.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff that you could lose. So to trust a guy with your stuff, and then my thing is, this is what I've never liked. The whole, let me ask him 3-4 years later. What?
Exactly.
Didn't we record back in 2016?
That happened. I'm like, what? When did we record that?
8 years ago.
We did it during the pandemic. I'm like, dog, that's like 5 years ago.
Right.
I was in a whole different building.
Man, different build, different mind state. Like everything was different. And getting into the building, let's talk about that real quick. Collaboration Studios is officially opened in 2024. You made the biggest jump that I never thought you would ever make. You actually came from Texas side over here to the A.
Yep.
Fucking with us over here in the A, you know what I'm saying? And they actually, we needed you. You know what I'm saying? We have never had a consistent studio with the quality that you have over here on Arkansas side. Granted, I've done my things over here, but even everybody else knows I went over there to y'all side and got me some buildings and did what I had to do. So,
it was a studio. It was a studio down the street. Shout out to Rip.
Rip.
Yeah.
I think I know who that is.
He had a studio. It's around
back
the
in
corner.
the Gap.
Yeah. It's a pawn shop.
Okay.
It's right down the street though. He had a studio there. It was going from like 05 to 2013, 2014.
Oh wow.
He had a long run.
I was young nigga then. I was probably like 13, 12, 13.
Yeah.
I was young nigga then.
Yeah. He had a setup.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out Rip, man. I'm gonna have to get up on. I can't believe I don't know anything about that.
Look him up. He did. He was a rapper. He did videos and he made beats. He you know that Texarkana song?
Yeah.
With that Knucklehead produced?
Yeah.
He rapping on that song.
I'm gonna have to go look back at it.
Yeah, he like on the third verse.
Okay.
Right before Pippi, I think.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. So how has it been over here for you so far? How you liking it in the Arkansas side with the studio and everything?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's peaceful. I mean, it's Texarkana. Like,
Right. Regardless where
it's
you
cool.
go.
Yeah, it's cool with me over here. Like,
Right.
ain't nobody bothering me. And,
Right.
like, ain't nobody parking in front of my door on
Right.
purpose or nothing. Like,
Right.
ain't nobody,
Right. So what made SARS be like, it's time? It's time to up. Go ahead. And you partnered with your brothers on this too. So this is not just a SARS thing.
Yeah,
This is
it's a family
why we
affair.
call it collaboration studio with a K, right?
Yep.
Well, what was so important about doing it with your brothers and bringing it over here?
Cause we all do it all. We all do
Right.
the same thing
Right.
basically. Like we all in the same field.
Right.
Like this really been something we've been talking about for years. We
Right.
just couldn't find no building.
Right.
So like when the opportunity presented itself, had to jump on it.
No brainer. Yeah.
We had to
Right.
jump on it. So
Right.
it just feels good being able to know that my brothers are making money with my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
How was the process when you moved over? Like, was it a slow? Did it kind of feel like it was like, dang?
it was hard.
It was hard.
It was hard because like I ain't gonna lie with you. I went broke.
Right.
Went broke. Like trying to renovate.
Right.
In January.
Yeah.
And then
It take money to make money,
yeah,
man.
and then like I shut the studio down like
Yeah.
a little too early, so I wasn't making no money
Right.
at all.
Right.
And then it's like just trying to just going dipping in the savings,
Right.
dipping in the savings, dipping in the savings.
Right.
And it was just like I ain't gonna
Pretty
lie.
soon you're like, woo, okay, we gotta make this motherfucker work now.
It was hectic. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real truthful. Like it was real hectic, but
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally in here.
Right. And seeing what it is now and how it's been, I'm sure it's just like it paid off.
Mhm.
You know, and I'm sure when you're going through that, you know, and like you said earlier, a lot of people don't know how much we as engineers care about the artists, you know, and when you're making that change, they're going through our mind too. Hey, now we got to keep this going. We got to keep doing this, renovate this, because at the end of the day, this is what they're paying their money to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They were
saying?
talking about you're at the studio eating good,
Right.
doing all
Right.
this. I'm like, do y'all understand when y'all not rapping? The studio still got bills.
Still
to pay,
got bills to pay.
Like half y'all ain't rapped in 10 years.
Exactly.
And you talking about studios eating good and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not eating off of you apparently.
I was just about
Like,
to say, you know,
I'm just saying,
and my thing
like-
is, and I'm gonna dumb it down a little bit for a lot of people. You know, when another black man talk about another black man, it's just never an okay feeling, especially when if you ain't got my number, you got me on social media.
And I've been having the same number since
You know what
05.
Come
it's
on,
the
man.
same number you was calling when I was paying for
Come
the
on,
video.
man. Yeah.
Same number
Right.
when you was jumping in my whip, come to
Right.
the parties.
Right.
The same number when you were just my background dancer.
Right. And so, you know, you've worked with a lot of artists.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't understand how much money it takes.
Yep.
You know, and for the artists, for the many of artists who don't succeed, who end up flopping out in
Yep.
3 to 4 months. You know,
Exactly.
I tell a lot of people who are like, Cam, I want to work with you. I'm very selective because I started off young and I worked with a lot of young people.
Mhm.
And it was kind of just like, I was at a point where it's like, man, I got to see longevity. I got to see who's going to stay around for 2 to 3 years and it still ain't popped off.
Mhm.
You know, and I think a lot of people don't understand, like, it doesn't, if it doesn't pop off, oh, well, it's their fault.
Yep.
It's nobody's fault. It's a process.
Mhm.
You know, not everybody can be Justin Bieber. You know, and they can't go get found by Scooter Braun's overnight. And the world is so different. And what people are looking for, especially like we were talking about earlier, content, social media, anybody can be famous at this point. You know, and it doesn't have to be a great song. I mean, nowadays it has to be a good mixed song.
Mhm.
But it doesn't have to be a great song at all. It just has to be kind of catchy and rocking.
See, a lot of people just be talking out their
Ass.
because they know the average person don't really know how the music business work.
Right.
So they can just spit out some bullshit.
Right.
And the average person that ain't really got that much sense might buy into it. Like, you gotta understand,
Mhm.
like, then, even now, like, you got my studio
Mm-hmm.
and you got my record label.
Right.
My production company.
Right.
If back then, if you was part of that company,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, I was probably paying, not everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but like the artists that's talking shit,
Right.
I'm paying for videos, beats, I'm introducing you to people.
Right.
I'm taking you on the road with me.
Right.
I'm putting your song on these Pop Trunk mixtapes.
Right.
We getting 5,000 to 10,000 copies printed up.
Right.
With a lot of local artists on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are traveling while y'all at the crib passing out y'all work.
Right. Right.
See what I'm saying?
Sound like to me you were putting people in a position to win.
I'm throwing them alley oops.
Right.
I'm
It's
throwing
almost
them
like
alley-oops.
you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it.
So, like I say, like the artists that talking shit, like yeah, you was getting shit paid for.
Right.
Like I still haven't made no money.
You were an investment.
I haven't got no money back.
Yeah, you were investing into these guys and girls.
I still could have been like
right.
doing my music.
Right.
Like I'm really pushing your stuff ahead of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cause at the same time, I had a hot song too.
Right. Right.
Like the twerk team even danced to it.
Right. Right.
And
What was that song called again?
Do the left cheek.
Do the right cheek.
Do the left cheek. You know, put your hands on your knees now. Left cheek, right cheek. You know what I'm saying? So like, that was
prime time for real.
Yeah, and I ain't saying
you could have ran and took out. You could have said, "Fuck all y'all. Let me go get this right."
It was heating up like in other
Right.
regions. Like
Right.
it was on the radio down there in Nacogdoches. Like I was still doing shows, like paid shows off that song.
Damn.
Like in other cities.
Right. But you were doing what you were supposed to do by being a manager, putting everybody else first, making sure, and again, spending money that you could have been spending on yourself, because at the time, that's all what.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
and you could have took the Yo Gotti role on their ass and been like, look, I'm a pop, and when I pop, we all gonna pop. But you still were like, no, I feel like one of y'all could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even when I popped, like I was too busy trying to focus on like other artists instead of focusing on myself.
Right, right. And even when you have the artists such a Smoothie who have been around for years, I'm sure it's like it kind of hurts them as well, because they know that you're taking time away from them a little bit now to kind of work with this person.
But thing is, like me and Smoothie, we just on the same team.
Right.
It ain't
right.
Like he this and I'm that. Nah, we actually like partners. Like we all on the same team.
Right.
And that's why I try to tell people like.
So he kind of had some say-sos of who the next artist is coming in, and he got not say so, but he kind of just really got like
he don't care as long as they not in his way.
Right. Yeah.
So he don't care.
Right, and that's what I was talking about.
It's not even like no official thing like that.
Right,
it's just like we just have a good circle of creatives.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We got some producers, we got engineers, videographers, we got other artists. All that, we all just like creating with each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just him, it's a few others. Like I ain't gonna name it because y'all gonna be like, oh, that's why this. Which I don't care.
Right.
But still, just like we just have a good.
Motherfuckers
circle.
are just so sensitive these days, man. It's just like you can't even show somebody. You can't give flowers these days.
I don't give a damn. Like you can complain.
Right.
I don't give a fuck
at
about
all.
Y'all complain about what I do with my shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. I don't look at y'all and complain about what y'all do because I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got so much shit going on over here. I don't care about what so-and-so got going. And that's why people like, why you don't share this person or share that person? I don't see that shit.
Exactly.
Because the way my timeline set up, is all the people I work with and all that shit, that's all the people I see.
Right.
And if it's not I'm big on minding my business.
Right.
If it's not my business, it's not like no disrespect to nobody or none of it. Most time I don't even see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that shit. It ain't like I'm just sitting here in my phone all day. Like
searching, looking, like, oh, let me see what
all day.
Yeah.
It's mixing, mastering. It's phone calls. It's all right, how we gonna promo this? All right, what we gonna do on this? All right, how you want this song mixed? All right, I gotta meet this deadline. I gotta make sure the studio clean. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure this going on. Like, and this is just the music. Not to mention, I got a whole family at the crib to be worried about. So why the hell is you worried about if I don't mean nothing? Why does my share mean something to you?
Exactly.
Why is me worried about what you got going on? Why does it matter if I don't matter to you?
Yeah.
Just let me be. And like I say, let me worry about my tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Like my tribe are the people who paying their hard-earned money with me, because most of the time, majority of the artists I work with, we've been working with each other for years and years. So we done developed a bond to where,
if you could put a number on how many people you're working with right now, for like anybody that's out there in the studio game trying to do their thing, what's the number you think that you working with right now?
Probably 20, 25.
Okay.
20 to 25 consistent artists.
What you think's a good number for somebody if they're trying to get into the game? You know, what do you think they should be trying to? What's their goal they should be trying to hit? How many artists they should be trying to work with?
At least start with 5 to 10,
right?
And see if you able to like
5 to get by.
Yeah, see if you at least able to like get along with all them personalities,
right?
Because you gotta understand, like a lot of artists are in a different zone in their head, so they might not know they being rude or being obnoxious and stuff. They just trying to get their song done, and they might just have a different process of doing things or not used to the way of doing things to make it a smoother process. So you just gotta at least learn your clientele first.
Right.
Like don't try to work with everyone. Like learn your clientele, like your few first, and then expand from there.
I like that.
Cause I done given anybody a chance to work with me, but like during that first session, I can tell like, nah, we probably not gonna work no more.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Well, I want to get into this next segment real quick. It's called Do's and Don'ts.
Okay.
So I want you to give me 2 do's and 2 don'ts. What are Sergeant B's 2 do's and 2 don'ts? And it ain't got to be anything about the studio. It can just be your do's and your don'ts.
One of your do's is do your own thing. Let me start with don't. Like, don't be so salty.
Right.
And negative. And don't try me. Leave me alone.
Don't try me.
Yeah,
right.
that's a don't. Just don't try me. Just leave me alone.
Right.
And let me focus on my tribe of people.
Right.
That's all. I just want to work and focus on building this sound with my tribe of people and creatives, and keep expanding and going to a new level. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help build the artists up and go to a new level.
Right.
Even if, let's say this year you only had 250 subscribers on something. I want it to be, if it's 500 next year, that's a win. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you only average this many views, only got this many shows, or if you started with me and you weren't getting no shows, and not saying I'm the reason you got shows, but if we don't work and worked on a good product to where people is booking you and paying you money, I feel like that's a win.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's a win-win because you getting booked doing shows. I mean, you gotta go create more music.
Yeah, you gotta come create more music.
You know, so yeah,
you're gonna keep creating the sound, and you're gonna get more fans.
Right.
And that's how we all gonna go up together.
Right. Well, I do appreciate you, rocking out with me. We've been doing our thug dizzle in here.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Look, I was like, we get close to my time of having to go ahead and roll. So before we get out of here, anybody that you want to personally shout out in the music, personally, anybody that's kind of helped you grow as a person, this is kind of the end of where we kind of just give our flowers to the people.
I'm gonna give a flower to my parents.
Like, I like that.
Yeah,
love that one.
My mom and my dad, like, they kept me on my shit, like for real. Like my dad, he drilled. Even though my dad wasn't in music like that, he drilled that work ethic in me. And then my mom, she was just full on momager mode. Like, even though she didn't know nothing about the business, she researching with me. We researching everything together, trying to learn this business on our own. So like, really just shout out to them. And shout out to my family, all my family members who helped me out, like my grandparents, my mother, rest in peace to her and Big Mama. But like my grandma, she was the first person to buy me my drum set. See what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just little stuff like that I think about. My uncle, one of my uncles, my Uncle Leroy, I used to play with him. He used to like drill, like instill that work ethic in my head, like at choir practice, making sure these folks singing stuff right. So that's what I learned about, like, singing. That's my first like way of learning how to like help singers out, through him. So it's just like really just my family. And really everybody else just looked out. DJ Shelby.
Man, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, DJ Shelby, like helping me. He used to let me come with him sometime to them school dances. I used to help with his equipment. You see what I'm saying? Trying to learn the ropes. You know, Ray C, playing my music on KZRB all this time, really to everybody I work with.
Man, and shout out to your mom, man. She, anytime I hit her up for the food truck, one time she told me no, because I understand she be booked and busy. But man, she's told me more yeses than no. Yep. So I really appreciate her. And I know she's a very, very busy lady, but every time she comes out, she show love. Yep. She's just like you when I first met you. Hey, how you doing? Y'all are very just good people. You know what I'm saying? So
Mama and them Mobile Kitchen, make sure y'all.
Hey man, I was about to say, make sure y'all shout out. Hey, get in with Mama and them Mobile Kitchen.
Follow me on all platforms, SGT.B 903, SGT.B 903.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to you, Cam.
Man, I appreciate
you. Been on here more
you.
times. Just pull up on me.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, this ain't the first and last. It's definitely the first of many. So, hey, y'all make sure y'all tap into the night shift. If you ever want to get on, just hit me up and we can see what we can do with it. Appreciate y'all, man. We out of here.
For sure.